For the very first time, the US president has tweeted about Nigeria. And honestly, I'm wondering, what does it mean? What are the implications of this kind of tweet? The United States of America president just made Nigeria a country of particular concern, according to its report of Christians being massacred in Nigeria. For a US president to tweet about a country, and not in a good way, in a bad way, that means there might be plans. There might be something on the way. And I do not know how our president in Nigeria will respond to this. According to what the United States of America, backed by the White House, Donald Trump said, Christianity is facing essential threats in Nigeria. Thousands of Christians are being killed. Radical Islamists are responsible for the mass slaughter. I am hereby making Nigeria a country of particular concern. But that is the least of it. Damn! Donald Trump said, no, just naming Nigeria a country of particular concern. Don't worry, that is the least of it. I'm going to show you Pepe. Then he said, when Christians, wait, let me go back again. He said, I am hereby making Nigeria a country of particular concern, but that is the least of it. So it's not going to just stop there by making Nigeria a particular country of concern. It's going to do more on Nigeria. I don't know his plans yet, but let us check if he reveal some of his plans he has for Nigeria. He also said, when Christians or any such group is slaughtered like is happening in Nigeria, 3,100 versus 4,476 worldwide, something must be done. I am asking Congressman Murray, together with Chairman Tom Cool and the House Appropriation Committee, to immediately look into this matter and report back to me. The United States of America cannot stand by while such atrocities are happening in Nigeria and numerous other countries. We stand ready, willingly, and able to save our great Christian population around the world. Wahala. 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 I am not in Aso Rock, and we do not know, and I do not know what is happening in Aso Rock now. But for a president, a United States of America of United States of America president to speak on this Christian issue in Nigeria with so much conviction and so much order, then I think something is about to go on. He said he has spoke to Congressman Murray and Chairman Tom Cole and the House Appropriation Committee to immediately look into the matter and report back to him before he make any drastic decisions. So guys, what is Donald Trump planning? This statement was backed by White House. They said the United States cannot stand by while such atrocities are happening in Nigeria and numerous other countries. We stand ready, willing, and able to save our great Christian population around the world. Tinubu, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Our leaders are going around saying that there is no Christian massacre in Nigeria. But we have seen so many Christian society in Benue and so many other communities complaining bitterly. We have even seen a pastor, a reverend father, complaining bitterly about it. What are you going to do about it? When you have Muslim ticket, when you have a Muslim as the president and a Muslim as the vice president, how can you defend such talk, Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Of course, we all Nigerians know that those people involved do not care if you are a Muslim or you are a Christian. It's all politically motivated. And we both from religion differences, we both suffer the same fate. But what will Tinubu do about it? I'm still wondering, like, what is it going to say? Like, what is it going to do? What kind of response will they bring? Let me check if the presidency have responded. I'm currently on site to check if the presidency have responded. Let us check if the presidency, the Nigeria government have responded to that declaration from the USA. Okay, let's check. Meanwhile, the country is currently trying to move past the coup that made Tinubu sack his own service chief. Now this one. Okay, let's see how they're going to handle it. And meanwhile, we see Rino Mokore going around saying that Nigeria is not a corrupt country under President Tinubu. Nigeria has institutionalized transparency. Listen to what Rino Mokere has to say.
So, assess the claim by Nigerian President Bola Tinubu on corruption, and him saying that he has largely eliminated corruption in the country.
Well, I agree with him. I agree. See, Africa often gets the wrong end of the stick, and the reason being that Western agencies and the media control how corruption is gauged worldwide. I'm going to give you a couple of examples. In our custom in Nigeria, it is customary that when a public servant goes over and beyond his duties to help you, you appreciate them. We had this before colonialism. We had empires, some of you might not know, we had kingdoms. Oyo Kingdom, we had public officials there, Oyo Mesi, Ogboni, we had the Hausa Fulani kingdoms. When a public official goes beyond his duty, you appreciate them. But when that's done, people like Transparency International and the Western media see that as corruption. It is not corruption, because they take into effect their own custom and then they judge it positively. I'll give you an example. In the West, if you go to a restaurant to eat, it's customary to tip a waiter. For example, Peter Okoye, a popular Afrobeat singer, he was in Atlanta, he went to a restaurant to eat, and he did not tip the waiter because that's not our custom. And the waiter just wrote a public letter, a stinker. So you see, why is tipping not corruption, but then appreciating a public official corruption? You see, some of the things that happen in the West, that's why I said Africa gets the wrong end of the stick. Jean-Christophe Mitterrand, in France, he collected $2 million bribe. He was his father's advisor. Right there, that's nepotism. Such a thing cannot happen in Nigeria. Mark Thatcher went with his mother to Oman, and his mother introduced him to Omani businessmen as a businessman from England with which they could do business with. That is conflict of interest. It cannot happen in Nigeria. Look at in the United States. Neil Bush was involved in the S&L, the Savings and Loans Silverado scheme. That can't happen in Nigeria. Recently, Hunter Biden collecting monies from officials in Ukraine, from officials charged with fraud in China. It cannot. In Nigeria, we've got the son of the president, Seyi Tinubu. The son of the president, a businessman, he has never collected a contract from the government. He travels with his father. The father has never introduced him to anybody as a businessman from Nigeria to do business with. Nigeria is not a corrupt country. I'm going to tell you something. In New York, one man, Bernie Madoff, stole 68 billion. It cannot happen in Nigeria. So if we are going to have a more egalitarian means of judging corruption, you'll find out that Nigeria is much better than many European countries, certainly much better than America. And I'm proud to be a Nigerian.